Let's talk about training place and out and how to use them. The cue place can be used for different reasons. For example, it could be used to give dogs space or for when guests are coming over and you want them to come in peacefully. Whatever the reason, place is useful and is trained using plenty of treats to reward them. If you want to make this an auto cue, meaning the dog will automatically go to their place, then you will need to incorporate the scenario you want into the training to make it a sequence of events. For example, add into the training you walk into the door to open it. Remember, you must be consistent, especially if you want place as an auto cue. Since the dog does not know what place means, you will have to guide them to where their place is, whether it's a bed or a mat. Make sure you have the bed already set up before you start. First, you will guide them to their bed using a treat, and once their whole body is on the bed, you will treat them. Once they understand the name of the game, you will slowly build the amount of time they stay in place. This is done by pointing to their bed and saying place, and when they're in their place, you will wait a second, then reward. You will repeat and add more time before rewarding. Soon, your dog will stay in their place until you say it's okay to leave. If you want to use place to give your dog space, make sure that no one goes into that space when the dog is there or it will defeat the purpose. Out is the perfect cue for when you want your dog out of a certain room. When teaching out, consistency is very important. You must be consistent with the locations or areas of your home that the dog is not allowed into in order for the dog to learn that they're not allowed in there. This cue is trainable in two different ways, by throwing treats and body blocking. Before you start, have a specific room you want them to go into. When training by throwing treats, you will throw treats into the room you want them to go into and say out right as you throw the treat. Repeat this process multiple times until they understand. As you can see, the second time we did this, he laid down and I rewarded him for staying out. Training by body blocking. This means that you will use your body to lightly go into their space so that they have no choice but to move backwards. You will walk into them, point in the direction or room you want them to go, and say out. Make sure that your body is loose and neutral, not scary, super low, or towering over them, so that you don't scare your dog. As soon as they are in the other room, you give them their reward. They will be a bit confused at first because you're walking into their personal space, but eventually they will understand. I recommend giving them lots of scratchies after to lighten the mood. Happy training!